Hey, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the history of this channel, we are live in Ryogoku, right outside. You can see it behind me, Ryogoku Station. Ryogoku Eki just finished Shin-Nihon Puroresu, King of Pro Wrestling Live. This was a fantastic show. You should go out of your way to see this. By the way, I did get some stuff at the merchandise table. Way overpriced, but you know what? It's once a year, so why not? All right, let's go over this. Main event, triple threat match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Innovative. That's the word to describe this match. Innovative from here to next Thursday. Problem, at no point was the outcome in doubt. There's no way Kenny was losing this. And really nobody even bought into the false finishes until they went past the 30-minute mark. The show, the match. The match went about 34 minutes and something seconds. Brilliant match. If you like professional wrestling as an art form, watch this match. If you like professional wrestling as a sport, watch the match immediately before it. For the contract, for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship opportunity at the Tokyo Dome, at Wrestle Kingdom, Tanahashi versus the biggest heel in professional wrestling. I have been a doubter of Jay White. I have said that Jay White doesn't have it, that Jay White isn't ready, that Jay White doesn't have a character. What the hell is a switchblade? Breathe with the switchblade. What the hell does that mean in any language? He's the best heel in New Japan right now. He's the only ostensive bad guy that the entire... Yeah, I do have the Lion Mark shirt on, by the way. That the only bad guy that the entire crowd was booing the whole time. Bullet Club gets cheered. The OG get cheered. The Ingovernables get cheered. Everybody gets cheered when they're supposed to be the bad guy, except for Jay White. That makes him the best heel in the company. And that was the best match of the night. Better, in my opinion, than the main event was the semifinal. All right, going backwards through the show, I am very bad at predicting things, turns out. First of all, except for the vacant Junior Heavyweight Championship, no titles changed hands tonight. Liger and Tiger Mask just didn't get the job done. Lots of Suzuki-gun bullshit there. We do have a new Junior Heavyweight Singles Champion, and that is the Time Splitter, Kushida. That's my Fitbit watch for the Time Splitter. Another excellent match. Unfortunately, it got a little funny. By which I mean, the combinations and the moves were such that people were laughing at it more than they were cheering and booing. So, not a great showing all told. But good match, good performance by both men. I'm an idiot, by the way. The X that we all thought this was going to be, the X in the 8-man tag. I said that was going to be Chris Jericho. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I apologize. It was, in retrospect, pretty obviously, Takagi Shingo. It was, in fact, the former Dragon Gate mainstay making his New Japan debut. And winning the match, because at least that's one I predicted, was that the X was going to win the match. So I'll give myself a point there. Jericho did, however, show up. During the match that was supposed to be Evil versus Zack Sabre Jr., Evil gets this wonderful Undertaker ripoff entrance where he's being pulled to the ring on a golden throne. West Valley High School joke there that nobody's gonna get, not that anybody's watching this. Seriously, I'm looking at this and seeing 0 views. You know what? I don't really care. I'm just having fun talking about wrestling into a microphone and into a camera, so why not? Evil gets pulled to the ring on the throne by, I'm just going to call them druids, guys in black cloaks and white masks, sort of Guy Fawkes masks. One of the guys in the masks attacks Evil, beats the living hell out of him, and it's Chris Jericho. He does the big dramatic reveal, the big dramatic pull off of the mask, which was kind of redundant on account of his jacket had already opened before he did that, and he was wearing the IWGP Intercontinental Championship belt, which is pretty damn conspicuous. As soon as we saw the belt, everybody knew who it was, so the reveal didn't work very well. This, I'm guessing, is setting up Naito and Y2J at the Tokyo Dome. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Speaking of Tokyo Dome, we now know a good chunk of the card. The main event is going to be Okada versus Tanahashi Generation Gap match. There was a promo after the main event, promo exchange between the two combatants. And the first thing I noticed, Tanahashi calling Omega, Omega-kun. That's the suffix for a small boy. So they're definitely playing up the veteran versus the new generation, the new era. Please, everybody stop saying new era, it never works. That's clearly what they're going for here, is the generation gap match. I think that's a moneymaker. I think that's going to sell out the Dome, no problem. We also set up, after the contract defense, we set up a match between Okada and Jay White, with Gato, of course. I'm hoping they do an official stipulation where if Okada wins the match, he gets 5 minutes with Gato. If they don't make that official, I hope it happens anyway. We also, I think we're going to be having, for the Never Openweight Championship, Will Ospreay versus Taichi. Ospreay pinned Taichi in a multi-man match and made the universal me want title belt gesture. I'm very fat. And I think that's your setup for the Dome. Where are the tag team titles? It's going to be, the winners of the tag league. And same for the junior tag titles, but I think we've got our three main events, so 3 or 4 main events. We've got Okada White. We've got the main event, which is going to be Tanahashi Omega. We've got, for the Never Openweight Championship, we've got Taichi defending against Ospreay. And I think we're going to have the ice. That's the thing, I don't know. Jericho versus Naito, are they going to put the IC title on the line? Because Naito doesn't want that belt. He never did. He damn near destroyed the thing last time he touched it. So I don't know where they're going with the championship, but they're definitely moving towards that match. Okay, other major events of the show. I think we have finally seen the total split of the Bullet Club. I'm serious about that. After the main event, Kenny Omega gets on the mic. I admire this man's Japanese skills. His Japanese is very good. His accent needs work, but he speaks fluently. He's brilliant. But first thing he said, "Ore tachi wa Burrito Club janakute elito da. Elito desu. We are not the Bullet Club. We are the Elite." So as far as I can tell, that's the new name for that faction of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody, Ibushi, etc. The group currently known as Bullet Club Elite, now just Elite. Whereas Bullet Club OG, I think they're officially now the Bullet Club, and they've got a brand new freaking member. That's right, Jay White and Gato allied themselves with the Bullet Club tonight. So the Bullet Club OG, bigger, badder, better than ever, and they are once again, as far as I can tell, the dominant actual heel faction in New Japan. It's been a problem with New Japan for a while now, that most of their bad guys, most of the crowd is cheering. People are cheering the Ungovernables. People were cheering the Bullet Club. They were cheering Suzuki-gun. They were cheering Team Psychopath. But this new iteration, Bullet Club OG, or just call them Bullet Club, I'm fine with that, with Jay White and Gedo, the treacherous little leech, and he plays that role very well. With them together, I think we've got a serious bad guy faction that we haven't had in New Japan for a while now. I'm rambling now. Other major highlights of the show. Not many. I think that was about it. Is it worth 4 hours? Because that's what the show ran, was about 4 hours. Is it worth 4 hours to watch this? Yeah, I think it is. That's rare. There's a couple of the tag matches and the multi-man matches you can skip. But the contract defense, the triple threat main event, the light heavyweight match, and some of the storylines woven in between, all worthwhile, all historically significant, all significant in their build to the Tokyo Dome. And if you're wondering what this place looks like, let's give this a quick, see if I can do this, switch it around. Yes, we can. We are at Ryokoku Station. You can see a whole lot of wrestling fans leaving the building. The building right over there, that is Sumo Hall. That is the site of tonight's event. You can see the tower, hopefully, of Tokyo's Skytree in the background. That was the battleground tonight, the cerulean blue, stained with the sweat of great professional wrestlers. Okay, and yeah, this is what I look like now. Got a photo with a great cosplayer who was cosplaying as Jushin Thunder Liger. Looked completely legitimate, looked like the real guy. He said my hat made me look like Jim Ross. That's a lie, but I appreciate the compliment as someone who's done my own poor reflection of wrestling commentary to be compared even in haberdashery to the great, the living legend of good old JR Jim Ross. I take that as the highest of compliments, though I know it to be total bullshit. All right, it is getting late. It is 21:19. If you don't know military time, figure it out. Just subtract 12 hours. And I eventually need to get home because I got to be up at 5 in the morning to get ready for work. So, thank you very much. Nobody watched this live. Hopefully it'll be up in the archives. And yeah, that's it. This is Japan. This has been King of Pro Wrestling. And we'll see you next weekend for the Animated Wrestling League, episode 251. Thank you very much. Kore de kimarida.